So I saw Wicked for Good the other day or last night. Let's talk about it because I got many a thought about it, and I think my thought is a little bit different than most people's thoughts because I love musicals and I also love movies. And when I say I love movies, I watched 269 this year and 1,000 plus in total logged on Letterboxd. So what I am saying is I know my credentials. I have my credentials, but I also like to say the films that I like and enjoy are Jacques Rivette, Peter Greenaway, Eric Romer. I be liking the real shit, the intellectual shit, the shit that like speaks to you on multifaceted allegorical levels, right? I think Wicked's not an awful film, but it's that people have with Wicked are issues with the bigger zeitgeist of tentpole and blockbuster films as a whole. Oh, it's too dark. I don't like the set design. I don't like the costume design. Do 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 do. Right. But the thing is that Wicked is always gonna live in the shadow of the Wizard of Oz. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. You can't beat it. Right. The issue is now, this is a tangentially related property. Wizard of Oz, it's similar to the Wizard of Oz. It's part of the universe, right? Because it was a book series. This is a loose recreation of an adaptation. It's like Alice the Madness Returns, the video game. This interpretation is in a lot of ways more faithful to the book version of Oz, with the slippers being silver, but they're not the ruby slippers, so that could upset some people. And because it's a modern film, there are modern film quirks to it, like the fact that like, oh, the Dolby version is a little bit brighter than the version that's filmed in standard or shown in standard. That's a problem. That's not a universal filmatic language. All's to say, though, that in the grand scheme of things, it's not the best musical in the world, but I do enjoy it, right? Because we don't get a lot of musicals. That being said, comparatively to other films, big tentpole films that use the same amount, if not more, CGI, like Superman, Superman, it's a James Gunn film. It's a bit of more of an auteur-driven vehicle. This is more of a general audience, not auteur-driven vehicle, but there's still love and passion there. But it will be missing that auteur film language, right? That's not a bad thing. I will say though, with more of it being CGI and not filmed in camera, but there were great effects, there were great jokes, bro. There were great practicals, there were great moments, right? But the CGI did look very plasticky, but that's the modern cinematic look. I can't hold it against this film. Rate films on an individualistic level, not a sum aggregate, because if they were a sum aggregate, they'd always be compared to a number one film in my heart. So this is originally I said 5-star film, it's a 4-star film, right? But deep down, it's a 3-star film in the grand scheme. It's not changing the game, but it's enjoyable. Everything works. But Curse of the Spider Woman was the better musical.